Hi, my name is Ben Chung, and this is an introduction video to Cardle, head-to-head code breaking. Code breaking has been with us for thousands of years and has its roots in Egypt in 2000 BCE. Cryptography uses codes and ciphers to protect secrets, and it's used to transform information into an unintelligible form for the transmission or storage so an unauthorized user can't access it. Electromechanical machines such as Enigma used in World War II and electronics have allowed for elaborate coding schemes. Encryption is used in secret communications such as communications with spies, military leaders, and diplomats, but it's also used in modern technology for message integrity checking, sender-receiver identity, authentication, digital signatures, and secure computation. Cryptanalysis is the breaking of codes and ciphers. Breaking encrypted communications has altered the course of history, for example, the Zimmermann telegraph, which triggered the USA to enter World War I. There are many deduction and code breaking type games. Perhaps one of the more famous ones is Mastermind, and more recently Wordle. And I think you'll find deduction and code breaking really fun to play. Setup and objective. The game objective of Cardle is a game where players try to break a six-digit code encoded with the tech deck cards. Players have 7 tries to deduce the code, and there's 2 modes of play. In group play, there's one person that manages the code, they're the code master, for all of the other players to try to break. In head-to-head play, 2 players are playing against each other, or 2 teams are playing against each other to break the other's code. The game ends when the code is solved or after 7 rounds of guessing. And in head-to-head mode, if neither team has guessed the code, then points are awarded for coming closest to breaking the other player's code. In group play, the first thing you'll do is pick a code master, expel the wildcards, and then set up the code. Code master is going to take 6 cards from the tech deck, place them in the order that they wish, and they can't have more than 2 of the same value card. They'll then place the code cards face down in the play area and then shuffle the tech deck. The other players will get 10 cards to use to start with, and then you shuffle and place the tech deck cards to the side of the play area, and the discard pile will be next to that. In head-to-head play, you're going to have 2 play areas, one for player 1 and one for player 2, and player 2 is going to manage the code for player 1 to break, and player 1 is going to manage the code for player 2 to break. But you'll set up in a similar way where you'll expel the wild cards, and each person is going to pick 6 cards from their tech deck, and their code can't have more than 2 of the same card value, and they'll place the code cards in the play area as shown in front of them for the other player to solve. Draw 10 cards, and shuffle in the remaining cards to create a draw deck, and the discard pile will be next to that. Gameplay. Gameplay is relatively straightforward. Each turn, players will try to make a guess, and then the code master will set and adjust the cards to give clues, and then you'll draw back up to 10 cards, and then check to see if you've reached the end game. In other words, if a team or player has solved the code or 7 rounds has passed. To set clues, to give clues to the players making guesses, there's one of 4 possible cases or one of 3 possible cases in a group play. There could be an exact match, and shown here where the code cards are in the top row and the guess cards are in the second row. If the player made a 13 knowledge guess in that first column, and that was an exact match, and so in the first position, the code card was also a 13 of knowledge, the code card is turned over. Now that can't happen in group play because you're just playing with one tech deck, but in head-to-head play where you're playing with 2 tech decks, that can happen. And there could be the second kind of situation is a value match. So here we show a 13 of science, which has a value match to the second code card, which is a value of 13, but not of the science suit. And the third case is displaced. Here we show the 2 of knowledge as the guess card, but it's displaced, meaning that a value 2 card is in the code, but not in the third position. In this case, the guess card is turned sideways to indicate that the code is in the 2 is in the code, but not in that position. And then we show 3 absent cards for the 3 of science, the 10 of science, and the 12 of service. Those guess cards are absent, meaning that the code does not have any 3s, any 10s, nor 12s in the code. And in this case, the guess cards are not altered at all. The end of game. In group play or head-to-head mode, the game ends when the code is solved or after 7 rounds of guessing. In head-to-head mode, if neither player or team has solved the code after 7 rounds, you award 3 points for each exact match card, 2 points for each value match card, and 1 point for each displaced card in the final guess. Tech deck concepts. The tech deck modernizes playing cards. It modernizes classic playing cards, bringing them into the 21st century. You can use it for any classic card game, and unique card game effects enhance any classic card game, creating interesting interactions and provide replayability. It's versatile and portable. The small form factor is easy to carry. Wherever you are, whomever you are with, you can enjoy gaming with the tech deck. Games long and short, casual and serious. The Tech Deck is a game platform that you can play many games with. The family of Tech Deck games will appeal to many different audiences. It'll speak to hardcore gamers, non-gamers, party settings, and family settings. The Tech Deck family of games includes Tech Grid Poker, which is two-dimensional poker with card abilities, Tech City, City of Cards, which is a semi-cooperative tile-laying city-building game, Tech Exchange, which explores real-time gaming, where players exchange cards that represent stocks that rise and fall in value, and Tech Chess, which is a chess variant where cards represent chess pieces, each with abilities that you can upgrade and build. Gears of Industry, which is a personalized card game where players each bring a tailor-made, customized tech deck and play in a head-to-head economics game. And then Elevator Pitch, which is a creative party game and idea generation tool, a fun casual game where players use the tech deck to come up with innovative ideas. And of course, Cardle now joins the tech deck family of games as a fun deduction and puzzle solving game. So thank you for watching the tech deck introduction and Cardle introduction video. Be sure to check out the Cardle play guide video, which will go into more detail of how to play, and be sure to check out my website, Board Game Geek, or my YouTube channel for many more resources for the tech deck. Thank you.